If you've lost your curls to damage, you're not alone. I'm pretty sure everyone with curly hair has been there at some point throughout their curly hair journey, whether it be down to colour, heat or chemical damage. So today I'm going to be talking you through all the steps you're going to follow to get your curls back from damage, including treatments and different products, and a few hair growth tips in there for you as well. So let's get into it. So the first thing you're going to do is assess the damage on your hair. So the level of damage that you have on your hair and the type of damage that you have. There are a few different types of damage that we can experience on the hair. The main ones are heat, chemical, mechanical and UV damage. Heat damage is self-explanatory, so heat styling tools, so straighteners, curling tongs, anything that uses a really high intense heat on the hair can cause damage to your hair and to the curl pattern. Chemical damage is things like from colouring your hair, dyeing your hair, relaxing your hair, if you bleach your hair. Mechanical damage, this is something that's kind of unavoidable. It comes from touching your hair, brushing your hair, wearing your hair up, sleeping on your hair, things like that, but there are things that you can do to minimize it. And then UV damage is from being out and about in the sun without protecting your hair, without wearing a hat. Just like our skin can get UV damage, so can our hair. The main signs of damage are brittle hair breakage, split ends. You may find that your hair is stringy. This can happen quite a lot at the ends of your hair. Loss of curl pattern and limp curls. It may also feel very dry. So I've definitely experienced damage on my hair throughout my curly hair journey, as many of us curlies have. There was a point when I was straightening my hair every day and wondering why my hair wouldn't grow past a certain point. It's because I had damage at the ends of my hair. I wasn't protecting my hair when I was using these styling tools, so it just kept breaking off and was staying at the same length. Even though your hair might be growing from the roots, if it's breaking at the ends, you're not going to get that length. So once you've kind of assessed the level of damage in your hair and you know what kind of damage you've got, you want to start taking steps to recover that damage. And the first thing that you want to do is start with a clean slate. So we're going to clarify your hair. This is going to be a real detox for your hair and your scalp. You're going to remove any product buildup that you have on it. Maybe you've got buildup from oils and things like that on your hair. So I'm going to link some of my favorite clarifying shampoos in the description below, but essentially a clarifying shampoo removes excess buildup from your hair that the more gentle shampoos aren't designed to do. So you can start fresh with a clean slate. Next up, we're going to start repairing the damage and rebuilding your curls. So while the only thing that can really repair like split ends and damage is a haircut, there are also some products that you can introduce into your routine to help to repair the damage and like minimize it going forward. So those are protein treatments and bonding treatments. So first off is bonding treatments. These are things that you may have heard of, like the K18 leave-in treatment, Olaplex, Curlsmith Bond Curl. Those are all bonding treatments. Bonding treatments work by penetrating the hair shaft and rebuilding damaged bonds, and by strengthening these bonds, the treatments help restore hair strength, elasticity and overall health, preventing further damage and improving its appearance. And in terms of K18 specifically, its focus is on repairing the keratin chains that make up hair structural proteins, going deeper than just repairing the bonds. So protein treatments and using leave-in products with protein in them are really good at strengthening the hair, because what proteins do is fill in any damaged gaps in the hair's cuticles. So they basically help to strengthen your hair. Some examples of protein treatments are a gelatin treatment. It's a DIY home one you can do. So gelatin, I believe, is hydrolyzed collagen, and then you have things like the Apogee two-step protein treatment. There was another one, Botanica the Mender, but I think that has been discontinued. That's the only protein treatments that I can think of at the moment, but let me know in the comments if you know of any other protein treatments. So protein treatments and bonding treatments are going to help to strengthen and repair your hair and help to restore the damage as much as they can, and depending on the level of damage as well. And you won't just be able to do one of these treatments and then have all of your damage repaired. It is a case of like doing it every couple of weeks or once a month depending on the level of damage, but always read the instructions on the individual product when it comes to that. Next thing you can do, and step number 4, is deep conditioning treatments. So while protein products will help to strengthen your hair, deep conditioning treatments will help to add moisture into your hair. It helps to soften your hair and bring your curls back. So if your hair is dry and brittle due to the damage, then deep deep conditioning treatments are a really good thing to introduce into your routine. I would say do these probably about once a week. I don't think you really need to do it more than that. Something you can do to really help to get that moisture into your hair deeply is to use heat while you are deep conditioning. So after applying your deep conditioner, you could put a shower cap on your head, and that will create a warmer environment for your hair under the cap, and then help to lift your cuticles and really get that moisture into your cuticles and soften your hair. You could also warm the shower cap up with a hairdryer to get even more heat there. Not too much though, you don't want to burn your scalp. Or you can also get heated shower caps, ones that go in the microwave, and then you can just put that on. I'd put a bag over the head first and then put it on, because usually they have like a softer material inside. Even like the shower steam can help to lift the cuticles and help the conditioner absorb into your hair. So yeah, step 4 is weekly deep conditioning treatments. Now step 5 is all about cutting out the things that aren't good for your hair, so getting rid of those bad hair habits and protecting your curls. So the first thing you're going to do is stop using any heat on your hair. Cutting out the heat straight away is like the first thing that you can do. It doesn't cost you any money to stop using your straighteners. It's not like you have to pay for a haircut, you have to pay for more products. It's literally something you can do today, right now, to help get your curls back from damage. And if you feel like you can't go cold turkey on the heat tools, then definitely just limit your usage. If you straighten your hair every day, maybe go down to once a week. Try to wean yourself off that way. The second thing you want to do is stop wearing your hair in like really tight hairstyles. You might find that if you wear slick back buns all the time, that you've got some breakage around your root area. In the worst cases, that is also called traction alopecia, and it actually doesn't grow back. So you want to limit tight hairstyles if you can, because that could be causing more breakage. If your hair is brittle, that's not good for your hair at this stage. And then the third thing that I hear so many people do is sleeping with wet hair. You want to stop sleeping with wet hair, especially if your hair is damaged. This can just cause further damage. It's just much better to dry your hair fully before sleeping on it, just to prevent any further damage. I know that going cold turkey on the heat tools can be a real shock to the system, so you want to prepare yourself with some hairstyles that you can wear. So there are some hairstyles that you can do that are more gentle than like the slick back ones. For me, I used to always do a pineapple bun. So you flip your hair forward all to the front like this, and if your hair's shorter, you can probably just get away with going like this, and then that will be your bun. For me, I kind of have to pull it around a bit, and then I like clip these bits up, but that is just a really simple curly messy bun. I'll actually link a couple of hairstyle videos up here for you and in the description below. And then another thing is protecting your hair at night. So you're not going to be wearing your hair down at night anymore. You're not going to be sleeping with wet hair. You're not going to be wearing tight hairstyles. The thing that I would recommend at night is the pineapple bun that I just showed you, or you can, if your hair's shorter, you could literally just bring all your hair forward and just like this. Obviously I can't wear my hair like this, that is crazy. It would fall out for one, and it's just all in my face. But just wearing your hair like this and then sleeping on a silk or satin pillowcase is going to be much more gentle for your curls, create much less breakage. Your hair will glide along the pillowcase rather than creating friction from the cotton one, which if your hair is already damaged, then it could just cause further breakage. Alternatively, you could put your hair in a bonnet, a buff. I'll link my how I sleep with my hair video up here, but there are lots of different ways that you can protect your hair at night. The next thing you're going to do, and to be honest, this could have been higher up in the steps, but we'll leave it at number 6, and that is get the damage cut off your hair. If your ends are really stringy, they've got split ends, they're all split and broken, they're brittle, they're falling apart, that is damage that needs to be cut off and can't be repaired with a protein treatment or a bonding treatment. If you have a significant amount of damage, you may not feel comfortable getting it all cut off at once, so in that case you might just want to get trims every couple of months just to get the damage cut off. That is where it comes into like assessing the damage and like how much damage you have. I see it so often where people have curls all down to here, and then this is all stringy. We kind of hold on to it like it's the length of our hair, because I used to as well. Even at one point I had like really like loads of layers at the top and then straggly ends, and it just looked like I had 2 haircuts going on, because I just felt like that was my length, but really it just all needed to be cut off. So I've been there and I know what it's like, because we want to hold on to length, but we do just need to just kind of bite the bullet and get that damage cut off. Step 7 is the fun part. Well, I think it's the fun part, because it's all about styling, finding a styling routine to get your curls back and get the best out of your curls. I'm not going to go into detail because I've got so many styling routines on my channel and a beginners playlist as well, which you can have a look through, binge watch that. But essentially a really simple beginners routine is apply a curl cream or a leave-in conditioner to soak in wet hair after rinsing your conditioner out. Rake that through your hair, brush it through, whatever you want. Then you want to take a gel and you want to glaze over and scrunch in the gel. So the curl cream is going to help to keep your curls moisturized, and the gel is going to help to hold your curls in place, keep frizz at bay. You only need 2 products. I mean, you could just use a gel if you want to, but if your hair is damaged, dry and brittle, you probably want to be using a curl cream first. Step number 8 is something you don't want to forget, and that is to track your journey. Take progress pictures, take before pictures, take them every month, every week if you want to, after trying different routines, different techniques and things like that. Taking progress pictures just really helps you along the way, especially on days where you feel like you're not really seeing any changes in your hair or your hair's not playing ball. You can look back at the beginning and be like, oh, actually this is how far I have come. That is also why I brought out my curly hair journal, to help people like you who are recovering from damage, trying to get your curls back, track their journey without comparing it to other people's hair, because you're looking at a lot of people's end result on social media, but you're at the beginning of your journey. You've got damage that you need to come back from, so you really just need to be focusing on your hair and getting your curls back, finding a routine that works for you. I'll link all the information on my journal in the description below, but I think it's such a good tool for beginners. Step number 9 is about hair growth, helping your hair grow after you've had the damage cut off and like while you're repairing the damage. And I also think it's important to bear in mind that everyone's hair grows at different rates. Some people's hair will grow really long naturally and some people won't. We all have a different length that our hair will grow to. A lot of it's down to genetics as well, so we just can't help how long our hair will grow naturally, but there are some things we can do to help encourage growth. So the first thing is get the damage cut off. It's obviously not going to help your hair grow from the root, but it's going to stop your hair from getting further damage, so it's going to prevent your hair from splitting and breaking upwards. The second thing that you can do is scalp massages. So this is going to help to stimulate blood flow on your scalp. You can use a little bit of oil. Some people find that rosemary oil helps to encourage scalp growth. You could also use a derma roller to help to encourage blood flow. I haven't really used them myself, so I can't really recommend them necessarily. Something else that is linked to like hair growth and level of hair growth that you may not have even thought about is your diet and nutrition. Making sure you're drinking enough water. Are you drinking any water at all? Do you have enough protein in your diet? And then just having a balanced diet, like making sure you're eating a range of fruits and vegetables, nuts, seeds, just getting all your vitamins in, making sure you don't have any vitamin deficiencies, an iron deficiency. A lot of people that I've spoken to over the years on Instagram and YouTube who have had significant hair loss have found that they've actually had an iron deficiency or anemia. So there are lots of different factors that come into play. I feel like I'm quite lucky because my hair does naturally grow quite long. It grows quite fast as well. It always has done since I was a child. There was just that period in my life where I know now that my hair wasn't growing because it was damaged. I wasn't eating right. I wasn't treating my hair right. At that time I was at uni. I just wasn't doing good things to help my hair grow and be healthy. So yeah, those are all the steps that you're going to take to get your curls back from damage. In case it wasn't obvious, your curls are not going to bounce back overnight. You're not just going to do one curly wash day, one bonding treatment, one deep conditioning treatment and your curls will bounce back. It is a journey. Your hair was damaged over a long period of time, so it's going to take a while to get your hair back from damage, but please stay consistent and I promise you, you will see results. Make sure you're tracking your progress. Make sure you're keeping up with all the things in this video. Let me know in the comments what you're doing to get your hair back from damage. And yeah, as always, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give it a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.